what is your connect point as a salesperson? So the game of real estate, which I dearly adore and love, and the ability especially on a residential and commercial level to deliver a service to people, absolutely floats my boat. So what I have found though on a residential level, and my youngest now is working in residential real estate here in the Southeast in Melbourne, and I don't think I've ever seen him happier because of the amount of glee that you can provide someone when you do a really good job for them. You can actually change their lives by getting that little bit more to make them facilitate a better retirement, whatever it might be. That's all great. But there's always the starting point, and that's the connect point. What is it that will make one vendor choose another agent over one agent? What is that? And it's generally what I call is the connect point. It is that feeling of connection, intimacy, vulnerability, humility, and where they know that you will deliver the best outcome for them, because they are taking, and for a lot of people, it's a huge leap of faith. They're really jumping over a river to trust you to say, I'm going to sell one of my major assets or my most major asset with someone who might only be young in age, and they could be at retirement age. It might be someone that's been in the business for a while, but they don't know you. They might think that you're too slick, that you dress too well, or you've got too much of a nicer car, whatever it might be. And a couple of things that are worthwhile noting. It's always good to deal with people that are enthusiastic and that look like they're comfortable and they're doing well. But the connection point is that was when you get the connection where you know and you believe that they're going to do the right thing. And as a real estate agent, one of the sincere selling tips that I will give you right now is this. If you firmly believe that you have the negotiation skills, the product knowledge of the dwelling, and the product knowledge of the market, then you can honestly look someone in the eye and tell them that you will give them the best outcome that they can get. And this is where fees and success fees, etc., relate to the value that you can put across. And when agents are dropping fees to a very low level, basically to get a deal, there is a point where you devalue your work, and subconsciously you won't do a great job because you're not being remunerated properly. So sincerely, you need to tell a vendor why you might need X amount of fee for selling their house. And you can also base fee on time. You can also base fee on value. And a lot of people base fees on values with kickers and that, but sometimes you can base fees on time, where the quicker the time and the better the end result dollar-wise you get, the higher that you get. So it's less time on market, less aggravation for them, etc. So there's a lot of ways to go about that. And that's what I call sincere. So sincere selling requires you to be open and look at the client in a very open manner to see how you can facilitate them best. And maybe you give them a choice of 3 things. But sincere selling is something that's not spoken about a lot, but it really is the foundation of the connection point of where you know at some point through that conversation that the vendor is on board with you.